It's great to be out here at Camp Belzer, particularly for Civil War days. I remember when I was here for the Battle of Belzer II with Troop 358, and we defended Little Round Top back then. So I hope all you guys have a great day this afternoon, and it's a great event. Belzer, of course, we've got 170 acres out here, so it's a wonderful camp right here at the heart of the Crossroads America Council. It started back in 1918. How many of you guys were here in 1918? Anybody? Okay, we got a few of the older ones here. Sure. And obviously it's used every day, and of course it's named after Chief Belzer, our first Scout executive. We have about 4,800 people that use it for day camp, and actually about 7,500 for outdoor challenge days, and the challenge camp for our special needs scouts. So it's used really every day, and it's an important part of the Crossroads America Council. Now, you may not know a lot about Hunt Construction Group, and you'll probably hear a little bit more from Mike in just a moment, but I want to say a little bit about them because we owe them a tremendous debt of gratitude for all they've done for scouting and certainly for the cabins that we're dedicating today. They started in 1944, about 65 years ago. Paul Hunt and Arbor Huber and Harry Nichols started the firm, and when I was growing up it was Huber, Hunt, and Nichols, and now they've gotten so big it's Hunt Construction Group, I guess. But about 675 employees. And they have about $6 to $8 billion in contracts. That's billion, guys. Dollars in contracts that they maintain on a regular basis. Now, you scouts are probably most familiar with them because of some of the famous sporting venues that you see on TV a lot, like Citi Field where the New York Mets play, Nationals Park where the Washington Nationals play, and maybe all the way out on the West Coast, AT&T Park where the San Francisco Giants played in the World Series a year ago. But we probably know them best around here for some of the great projects they've done, not only here at Belzer, but how many of you have been to Lucas Oil Stadium? Everybody home of the Colts? Yes. Hunt Construction Group built that. They were the contractors for that, guys. But they do a lot of other things other than just the sports arenas that we see on television a lot. They do schools, office buildings, airports. And how many of you have been to the great new terminal out at the airport? Has anybody flown on a plane out of there? Yeah, they did that terminal too. So Hunt Construction Group does a tremendous amount of projects across the country and even here in Indianapolis. And as I said, they've been tremendous supporters of scouting over the years, working on our reconstruction of our building over there and certainly these cabins. And they've also had cabins in the past. In 2002, we dedicated the Warner Peck III cabin. And today, of course, the Robert C. and LaVern Hunt cabins. These cabins that we're dedicating today are going to be used for a variety of things. They're going to be used for volunteer training, certainly for the Cub Scout family camps, Boy Scouts during the winter, and obviously as our staff cabin. So going to get tremendous use out of them. And again, I want to sincerely thank on behalf of not only Scouts and Scouting, but the whole Central Indiana community, thank Hunt Construction Group for these cabins. They're just going to be tremendous, and they're going to get tremendous use. So thank you all very, very much. And now it's my privilege to kind of reintroduce to you Mike Fratiani from Hunt Construction. Mike?
Thanks, Tom. Quick little note. My father was an Eagle Scout. I didn't quite make it that far, but I will say this, that it certainly had an influence on my upbringing. And I learned a lot from him over the years. And maybe some of that, some of the merit badges and all the other things that he did somewhat influenced my direction on things I like to do with building and things. So you never know, guys. But let me start by just first saying, how proud and excited Hunt Construction Group, and in particular, Robert G. Hunt, our chairman, and his family is to be donating these two cabins. We couldn't be more proud and pleased to be a part of this. Upon visiting Camp Belzer last week, Bob Hunt shared with me just how happy he was, and he's a very humble person, and he was flattered that the cabins would be dedicated to his mom and dad, LaVern Hunt and Robert C. Hunt. They resided here in Indianapolis for a good 40 years before they retired and moved out to the Phoenix area. One of the things that he and I talked about was just what does he hope that these cabins maybe bring, and really all we'd like to see is that they kind of nurture the Camp Belzer experience, and that the scouts and staff members alike just enjoy them for years and years to come. Secondly, I would like to personally thank all the subcontractors and suppliers that helped us. We didn't do this ourselves. We have a lot of friends in the business, and they were very generous. Many of those firms are listed on the plaques on the cabins, and they did a great job. Browning Day was also the architect here, and did a terrific job giving of themselves from a time standpoint and so on with their resources to help make this all possible. And lastly, you heard Tom mention a few of our people, and without reiterating their names, I'll just say that without their extra effort and going far beyond the call of duty, it wouldn't have happened. So to that gang in our company, thank you very much. Thanks.
Mike, thank you. And on behalf of Crossroads America Council, would like to present Hunt Construction Group with this limited edition print. It was done by an Indiana artist about Indiana scouting, celebrating the 100 years of scouting here in central Indiana, and we'd like hope Hunt will display it proudly. After Mike cuts the ribbon, which we're going to make him do, there's 3 cabins here. 2 are being used this weekend, but the front one will be open for tours if any of you'd like to walk through and see them. There's also a little program for today if you want a souvenir about some of the stuff Tom talked about, about Hunt Construction, a little bit about the cabins in Camp Belzer. So you're welcome to take a tour of the cabins. So Mike, would you cut the ribbon?
Sure, I'll be really careful.
There we go.